Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all are good. Student, welcome in your English literature class. Today we are going to read the poetic devices that is used in the poem 1, The Road Not Taken, from your book Beehive. Students, we have already read this poem and now we are going to read the rhyme scheme and the poetic devices that is used in this poem. Student, first of all, we will see here that what is the rhyme scheme of the poem. Here, student, the rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A A B, and this is the rhyme scheme of all the four stanza of the poem. Now, how the rhyme scheme is A B A A B, we will check here. Students, so first of all, I am describing here that how to find the rhyme scheme of any poem. So take the last word of each sentence. The first sentence is here, student, two roads diverge in a yellow wood. So here the last word is wood. So take is as A. The second sentence, last word is, student, here both. So wood and both, they are not rhyming, that's why take it as B. Now third sentence, last word is stood. Wood and stood, both are rhyming, student, and that's why take it again as A. Now wood, stood and could, here could is rhyming with stood and that's why take it again as A. Now student, the last sentence, last word is undergrowth. Both are rhyming, student, and that's why take it as B. So we have already find out, student, that the rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A A B. So we have already written here the rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A A B, and this is the rhyme scheme of the whole poem. It means that all the four stanzas are written in the same pattern. Now student, we are going to read one by one that what are the literary devices used in the poem. So first literary device that is used in the poem is symbolism. Student, first of all we will see here that what is symbolism. Symbolism is the use of symbols to signify ideas and qualities by giving them symbolic meaning that are different from their literal meaning. Student, here in the first line of the poem, two roads diverge in a yellow wood. Here, two roads represent two or more choices in our life. So here, student, this is the use of symbolism here, because two road is the symbol of not only road but it represents the choices of our life. Now the second literary term is here anaphora. What is anaphora? Anaphora is a device when two or more lines begin with the same word. What is anaphora? Anaphora is a device when two or more words begin with the same line. So student, here this is the first stanza of the poem and the lines are, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Student, here the first sentence and start with and, the second sentence again start with and the third sentence again start with an. So we get here, student, that what is anaphora? Anaphora is a device when two or more lines begin with the same word, and here it begins with the same word and that's why here there is the use of anaphora. Now student, the third literary device that is used in this poem is alliteration. I think you all know that what is alliteration. Alliteration is a device that features repetition of a consonant sound. So here we will check. There are 3 examples of alliteration in this poem. The first word is because it was grassy and wanted wear. Student, in this example, there is the repetition of wa sound. This is the consonant sound wa, wanted wear. So this is the example of alliteration. Second example, though as for that, the passing there. Student, here, though as for that, the passing there. Here there is the repetition of the sound the. Though, that, the, and there. There are 4 words that starts with the sound the, that is consonant sound. Student, here that's why there is the use of alliteration. Now student, the third example, oh, I kept the first for another day. Student, here there is the repetition of for sound, that is consonant sound, first for. So here there is the 3 example of alliteration is given in this poem. Now student, the fourth one, repetition. What is repetition? Repetition is the repeating of word or phrase in a sentence. Same word or phrase in a sentence. So what is the example here, student? This is the line from the last or 4th stanza. Somewhere edges and edges hence. So here, student, there is the repetition of the word edges and edges. So this is what? This is the example of repetition. Here there is the repetition of the word edges. Now student, the 5th literary term that is used in this poem is personification. What is personification? Sometimes lifeless things are treated as if they were human beings. This is called personification. When lifeless things are treated as if they were human beings, this is called personification. So student, here the example is taken from the 2nd stanza, because it was grassy and wanted wear. So what is it, student? It refers to the road that is grassy and wanted to be used. Here what is the meaning of wanted wear? It means here, student, wanted to be used. The road is grassy and wanted to be used. So student, here the road is personified, because how can a road want? Road is a lifeless thing, but here the action is given wanted, that is for whom? That is for the road. So the poet has personified road here. Now the 6th literary term that is used in this poem is enjambment. What is enjambment, student? When 2 or more sentences continue without comma, full stop, semicolon, it is called enjambment. Once again, student, when 2 or more sentences continue without comma, full stop or semicolon, it is called enjambment. Here, student, the 3 line, this is the first stanza of the poem, and the 3 line ends without any comma, without any full stop, and without any semicolon. First, and sorry I could not travel both. Here there is no comma, no full stop, and no semicolon. Again next line, and be one traveler long I stood. Here again there is no comma, no full stop, and no semicolon. Third line, student, and looked down one as far as I could. Here again, student, there is no comma, no full stop, and no semicolon. And that's why, what is it? It is the example of enjambment. So student, this is the literary device enjambment, and the example is written here. So we have already read 6 literary device, 6 poetic devices that is used in the poem. I hope, student, that you have learnt very well, and learn it very nicely and practice it in other poem.